sound good? Is this real good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Ah, sweet.
Everyone just Ash, could
Just
you
talk
say
at
something
once.
really quick?
What's up?
Just checking levels. Can you say something really quick?
Yep, I'm talking right now. Talking.
Alright,
Talking.
that's good.
I can adjust shit.
Ivan,
what?
can you say something?
Say,
good.
somebody once told me the world.
Naomi?
I love egg salad. Egg salad is the best.
Alright, everyone looks pretty
I just
okay
saw
for
Sonic High School. What the fuck?
Okay, Sonic High School is gonna be the one we start with.
What?
Sonic High School of the Dead.
Why are you
Oh
looking?
my God, great.
Hang on, it's the newest link in the
Stream.
FF stream chat. And it's gonna be the first one we do. This is one that I'm 95% certain that Ivan secretly wrote.
I probably did. No, Doc, I didn't have any fucking time this week. I was gonna write something and submit it and have you fucking. I was gonna have Naomi recommend it to you.
Oh.
I was
Oh
gonna
my
recommend you
God.
a cat curing self-insert, but I thought that was too self-obsessive.
I was
Also,
just
this
gonna
is
send you the
25
script of My
chapters.
Hero Academia 9. Because I'm not even fucking joking. It's fucking filthy fucking fan fiction.
How
That
filthy.
sounds pretty hot.
We got James Cortez leaving weeb shit in the chat.
Cortez.
James Cortez.
How dare you?
How
Fuck that
dare
guy.
you?
I'm gonna Google translate that real fast.
Wait.
He said
how dare?
"Konnichiwa, motherfucker."
You know, it looks like it. See that little.
It actually does. I'm trying to remember all my kanji or all my not kanji, but
So if you thought I wrote this, I'm not reading it. I'm just looking at your live stream. Is there a link to this?
Yeah, it's in the FF stream chat.
I'm
like the
assuming
text chat.
someone dies.
according
it's
to
like
Google
it's your full-on comedy stuff, like the
This is funny.
It's the same style of
Sonic
writing that
Shirou.
the Ape
The
Mountain
prompt.
thing.
There's 25 chapters.
I didn't even
entire
notice
thing.
that.
Really? Oh my God! Yeah, the
One of
last
them's
chapter.
called The Murderer.
Bummer.
This is a fucking anthology. Of fucking
Oh,
art.
also,
Alright.
I like this. I like the
What
spelling.
went
Killer
wrong?
on the loose with a C.
Don't read ahead. Fit.
Spoilers, dickhead.
This is like it's the same style of writing that your Ape Mountain thing was.
Oh.
I remember that.
Mountain was fucking awesome, dude.
Anyways, so
Fucking Spielberg is reading that as we speak. I'll hear from him next week.
all right, so we got some people coming into the stream.
Oh, I should say it was already adapted. It came out on DVD the other day for War of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh shit! It did.
It was an adapted screenplay.
Oh.
It's Ivan. Always assume whatever he's saying is complete
Always
bullshit.
ass up.
I'm always gonna take it as the truth. It's just
You
real.
should.
All of it is real.
The first
It's
time
always real.
the first time I spoke to Naomi, I'm like, "You're from South Africa, right?" And that was completely based off of a conversation I had with Ivan.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
saying
She is.
I am. I'm from Zimbabwe.
I control the
Fuck,
reality.
knew it.
All right, so who wants to start
Zimbabwe's
off with
not
the?
in South Africa, is it?
Yeah, it is. Fucking, I would know.
Yar.
Yeah.
Yartes, yar.
Who wants to start off with the?
'Cause you
like,
grew
reading the
up on
narrator?
Oh
Can I
shit!
be
Sorry.
Knuckles?
You
I
can
can be the narrator.
Okay, I
That's what
guess it
requires.
technically
I want-
is South Africa.
I
This is
want.
like on the fucking border. This is pushing it, Naomi.
No, well, let me explain to you how South Africa works. When you're in a place in Africa, as long as you're not in the very top meter of Africa, you're in South
That's
Africa.
bullshit.
No,
What?
that's
No.
how it works.
I should ask Guy Scanlers this later. He is from South Africa. He could tell you this stuff.
Yeah, but Naomi is too, but she's telling us
Yeah,
lies.
no, if
Oh,
you look at a map
Because
of
she
South
doesn't want the
Africa,
fucking stalkers to find her.
I feel like it's important to distinguish between South Africa, the actual country, and
No,
Southern
everything-
Africa.
No.
That's
Everything
what I
south-
meant. That's what I meant. The country South Africa.
Everything south of
shit,
Malai is the country South Africa.
Because Naomi woke up. She grew up on Harambe Ranch, the wildlife reserve.
Hello, everyone.
I
this
was
is
the kid.
Did you
I
know
have
that she
tea in
grew
my
up with
mouth.
Harambe? She raised Harambe. She bottle fed him.
So this is
breastfed him and everything.
educational stream, you guys. We're
She
learning about
She
South
grew
Africa.
up.
All right.
She's
All right.
she's that far north.
I
She's
got
in
it.
the
I'll be
mountains with the
narrator.
dwarves.
I'll be narrator.
You'll
I'll
be narrator?
Which is
All right.
fine.
I'll do it.
For this one, I want Ivan to be Sonic, and
Yeah, that
Naomi.
makes sense.
Oh yes.
Naomi, you can be Knuckles,
Yes!
Let's
oh
see,
my boy.
and then
All right.
Freddie and I
Do you
will
want-
take the other characters as they pop up.
Beautiful.
Oh,
actually, I was wondering
God.
because I didn't see it, but I was wondering if there is an Eggman, I would definitely like to read Eggman.
Yeah, we'll
See, normally I'm Eggman.
whenever
You
the
are?
other
Oh shit!
Whenever the other
I'm
characters
gonna, I'm,
come
gonna,
up,
I'm gonna be Sonic in this.
Yeah, and I'll
But,
fuck you up as
every
Eggman.
time we do parodies around our network, I always get cast as Eggman. I was like, ew, Eggman.
You're disgusting.
I'm gonna fuck your little Sonic shit up then.
All right. Sonic High School, Chapter 1, by Dark Doom Firemaster.
Whoa.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
be
I'm ready
friends with
for
that
this.
guy.
Sonic woke up and looked at the clock. 7 o'clock, it said, and Sonic screamed.
I'm late for school. I have to get to school now, said Sonic, jumping out of bed. Wait, you're the narrator, right? I just read his dialogue.
Going.
Ah, you gotta be good.
Sonic put his clothes on really fast and ran out of his room because he is fast.
No time to pray to Allah. No
Said
time for breakfast either.
Said Sonic as he ran past Sonic's mom.
Doctor, please be his mom.
Doc, be Sonic's mom.
You will regret this.
No, Sonic's mom sounds like Rusty.
That was like a smoker mom right
You-
there.
You will regret this.
Said Sonic's
Sonic's
mom,
mom's cool. She like gives
Leering.
snacks to the kids.
leering at him from the kitchen stove, wearing aprons, multiple aprons, and oven mitts on her hands.
She's covered in
Sonic did
aprons
not
like a
care.
mummy.
He was late. Sonic ran outside and ran to the bus stop where people were getting on the bus.
Tails, Knuckles, wait for me.
Said Sonic as he ran towards the bus.
Oh shit. Do you want to be Tails then, Doctor?
Sure. What?
Hey,
Alright.
Knuckles.
Hey, Knuckles! It's Sonic!
Said Tails to Knuckles at the bus stop.
Oh, come on.
He is late.
Said Knuckles to Tails before getting on the bus. Sonic ran so fast to the bus and he got on the bus after Tails.
Just in time.
Said Sonic, huffing and puffing like he was doing the Cupid shuffle for the first time.
Okay.
Sonic sat down next to Tails, and Knuckles sat behind them, taking up both seats like a douchebag.
Oh.
And he just man spreads on the
It's
school
this
bus.
line here that makes me
Does
think this was
manspread.
written by Ivan.
I'm so bad.
Said Knuckles, laughing because he sat where two people could sit. Knuckles did this every day, and no one bothered him. But they all knew it was against the rules.
He just would. I knew he would. He just beat the shit out of him.
Me. Holy shit, did I write this in the future?
Yeah.
That's what
This is it.
This line here is definitely
How the
Ivan.
fuck am I
Ivan
not
wrote this.
playing Knuckles?
Well, because you're Sonic right now. This is impossible.
But they all knew it was against the But they all knew it was against the rules of both man and God.
Don't beat up the
The
teacher.
bus started and drove at the school and parked and they got out. Drove at the school.
Oh.
Point that out. Drove at the school. Toward the school.
We're at school now.
Said Tails.
It
It is time to
Oh.
go to class. Oh, yeah, that was,
Sonic.
I thought it was Sonic. I saw Sonic's name afterward, that's why.
Sonic was also at school, so he went to his first class of the day, English class. Sonic did not like English very much, but he did not like any class very much that he was not running around and going fast, which is what Sonic does best. Sonic got to his class and sat down in the seat.
It is journal day.
Said Sonic's English teacher, Mrs. Lesson. Mrs. Lesson.
That's my name.
Going for the
I'm
job.
Mrs. Lesson. Hey. Fucking sit down, kid. Get out your pencils.
That's a great fucking name, I'm gonna be honest. I love
Mrs. Lesson was tall and white and had gray hair, and she was not pretty.
Take out your journals and put them in a pile. I'm not very pretty. And I'll read one of your entries to the class.
Sonic took out his leopard printed journal.
Sonic took out his Lisa Frank unicorn journal and ran to the front quickly and put down his journal on her desk and ran back to his desk, all with his head down and not talking or looking at anyone else. Sonic was so fast that he did it first. Everyone else did it afterwards and
I
slower.
was saying fast because you did it fast.
You just wrote it right there.
Okay, Mrs. Lesson grabbed a journal from the pile, and Sonic knew it was his. And Sonic knew it was his because it looked just like Sonic's journal. Sonic knew this because he had written in it so many times. It was crazy. Wow. Mrs. Lesson opened to a totally random page, and it was the worst page she could pick. Oh God, this is Naruto fanfiction.
Oh, this is beautiful.
She began to read.
Dear Journal, I called the doctor today about a problem. I have a problem with my balls. Oh, they are itchy, and it is difficult to sit still with them because they are so itchy. Okay, very well researched. I have to back up against stucco surfaces and rub up and down on them to relieve the itchiness. No, oh, what is it? What is it? Suicune? Suicune surfaces and rub up and down them to relieve the itchiness. No creams have worked. Creams only make my ball sweat smell like the breath of a thoroughbred. And I think Amy, my girlfriend, noticed. I hope my doctor calls. Love, Sonic.
Oh no, stop reading,
said Sonic, but he reacted too late because it was already read. All of it. Everyone in the class laughed, and Sonic felt like an idiot asshole because now everyone knows all about his ball problems. Sonic felt his rage build up inside him like a pool of lava at a volcano.
Stop laughing at me! Don't tell anyone!
Shouted Sonic, but everyone was laughing so loud they did not hear him, and Sonic was just so embarrassed and mad and sad, but more embarrassed. So he ran out of the class fast. Sonic ran to his locker and opened it and screamed into it. He screamed.
This sucks.
And curse words, too.
Like, frick.
What's the problem?
Fuck. Said Tails.
Are you mad?
Said Tails. Sonic was mad, so he nodded.
Is this Tails saying this?
It's still Tails, yeah.
Oh.
You should tell everyone that it is okay to have problems with your balls, and that they probably have problems that they do not want everyone to know about, too, so stop laughing at me.
That sounds like Sonic.
No, Sonic thought Tails was right, because Tails was smart. Knuckles was there, too, so he said...
Come with me to Zimbabwe, Sonic.
I can't even. Sonic wants to say you're having problems.
Yeah, let's see, Knuckles. Yeah, right there it is.
Oh God.
Stop laughing. This is beautiful.
It actually is. I'm liking this. It's a very serious problem with sweaty balls and itchiness.
Oh my God.
Naomi, are you fucking together yet?
I did it!
You're really getting like the smallest role. Get it right.
I did the line!
What?
Did you? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, we didn't hear you.
Oh gosh! What is this I heard about you having problems with
Good take, good take.
Here, I'll do it for her, it's fine.
Yours was perfect. It was
Sonic,
perfect, go.
What is this I heard about? You're having problems with your penis and balls? Sonic was so mad again till he punched Knuckles and ran away quick. Where Sonic ran to was his next class. It is now second period, so it was okay. And that class was history class. Sonic did not care about history class.
Hey, Amy, check me
Sonic.
out.
Oh, sorry. And Sonic did a dance move.
Maybe Aya's voice could be Amy.
Wait, are you here?
He just came in,
He's
yeah.
here. Yeah, just go for it. No, Siri, I didn't ask for your help. Get out of here. Fucking phone.
I don't think he's got his mic set up, probably.
Oh.
Okay. Do you want me to? Or
Just do it.
You go for it.
All right.
Do it.
Hey.
Let's see. Wow, cool! Let's
Why are the
kiss!
women
Said Amy, and Sonic and Amy kissed right there in the class. And some of the other people in the
Calm
class
down.
watched, but the teacher wasn't there yet, so they didn't get in trouble. And who was going to tell Sonic he can't kiss his girlfriend in class? That's actually a very good question. Who the fuck is going to tell Sonic he can't do anything, honestly?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the
This is
Hedgehog.
my high school.
Like, this is Sonic like as a celebrity going to class only because he's kind of required to. And he's
If-
like, eh.
If this was
I came
my
to
high
school
school,
with
they'd be
nothing but
having
red
like just
shoes.
straight up like sex in class, so I can't even like say anything. Amy kissed Sonic so hard that he was thinking, "Oh, there you go, that's my
Have
class."
sex.
But he didn't say it because the teacher would show up by the time they started to have sex in history class.
It would certainly be something to remember.
Sonic kissed back really hard, and it was sexy to everyone.
This pressure.
One of the comments in the chat says what everyone here is thinking. I'm gonna nut.
I'm coming in. Here comes a kiss.
The teacher arrived and they did class, but Sonic just looked at Amy the whole time, who was sitting next to Rouge. Amy and Rouge talked and they looked at Sonic sometimes and laughed, and Sonic thought Amy was telling her about how awesome Sonic kissed her, but it was not. Rouge was telling Amy about Sonic's gay ball problems, and Amy was Sonic's...
sad.
And Amy was Sonic's girlfriend, but she thought it was just the funniest thing ever. Class ended, and Sonic went to Amy quick and did not stop on the way.
Hey, Amy, why do you go telling Rouge about how hard we kiss? Smiley face.
And said Sonic with a smile on his face that meant he did not care that Amy did this
said
and
that
really
already.
wanted her to because it made him look cooler.
Actually, Rogue was telling me about the problems with your balls and penis and butthole that everyone found out about in your English class.
That was not in the journal.
I added that in.
Stop improving. Don't.
Wow, was
ruin
Sonic
this.
surprised. He did not know what to say.
What is this, Netflix? Stop adapting.
I feel like it's very important to note in the description that the story contains no graphic descriptions and all the high school students are 18 years old, guys. Everyone's
thank
18 years old. It's okay to
Okay.
talk about their balls and penis.
Actually, you know what? I was 18 in high school. Never mind. That
I
works.
was about to say I was 18 in high school, senior
Yeah.
year, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no. I just wanted to put like Chicago's "I Want to Live Without You" in the background. Thought it wouldn't matter.
Woohoo! That was good.
That was
We're
no.
act-
That's just the first chapter. That's the prologue, bitch.
Oh god, there's a school shooting arc in this?
Let's skip to that.
Oh,
Skip to that, please. Please skip to that.
Oh my god,
what,
yes. Wait.
What chapter is that on Angry Dragon? Hang on.
Where?
Angry
I think he's
Dragon
making-
said so.
I'm looking right now. Hang on, school shooting. Where's? There's like no. It doesn't say. Maybe
I
the
think
two
it's
different
15.
fights.
Okay, I see. Sonic's Journal, the prom,
Oh,
the
wait,
two
hold on,
most
hold on.
important people getting a date, SPO and Rouge, teenage women,
It might
women,
be Kill on the Loose.
things
might be
change, a bunch of baby.
In Killer in the
Different
Loose, someone
fantasy.
dies.
Oh,
Oh, spoiler alert.
Oh my! Oh no!
killer
Yeah, why'd you spoil
responsibility.
new? I see new Sonic, evil and bad.
I see secret prostitute.
Oh, whoa.
Like this fanfic is probably a wild ride.
Thinking
I'm a
of-
little bit excited.
Apparently around-
Killer on the Luke.
that sounds like it might be it.
No, that's not. That's the fucking
Fellas, this is
Yes?
sex chapter.
two different
Oh
fights.
my god! I'm so
No,
in.
I want Tails' song.
Wait.
Tails
I'm
does.
sorry, what?
Tails sings a soliloquy at the end.
Oh, but I'll see Tails and Cream. Mm.
Breaking into
The murderer.
A bunch of babies. There's a play. They literally pull like a real Inspector Hound on us, and they do a play within a play.
Oh my god! they
beautiful.
do. What is this? All right. You know what?
I like
Come
how
on,
we're just like hyping up this, and we're not actually reading it.
Yep.
I
all
think
right.
We gotta
Look.
pick.
Oh,
Let's-
it
let's-
is
where are we going?
Killer on the Luce. That
Okay,
part
so I
of
guess
this
that's what we're
school
doing, right?
shooting.
So we do it next. Are we skipping Killer on the Luce?
Okay,
Yeah.
literally the first word of this is shadow.
Is it? Oh my god! It is.
Author's note: they wrote it on a train.
Oh man, it's murder.
It's a murder on fucking what's that train movie that's coming?
Yeah,
Oh,
murder
no.
mystery train or something, or murder on a train.
Yeah,
Oh,
Murder
goodness.
Mystery Train. That's what it's called.
Dude, I want to see the movie. It actually looks really good.
That looks terrible. It's got good set design though.
Doc, what the fuck is a thumbnail?
On the Orient Express.
Oh, that's
Someone's like Hitler and Ilya on the thumbnail. Must watch. I was like, what the fuck does the thumbnail look like? And I saw it in the chat.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
Oh, Hitler's so funny right now.
Our Hitler's not here today. But,
yeah, the last
He's in
one we
Anaheim.
did was Hitler and Jesus, a love story.
Right,
I played as Jesus,
right. Fuck that
Jesus
one.
would never fuck with Hitler. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
he's
would.
delicious. Yeah, because I did.
That's not my OTP.
The Messiah and the Führer. Come on.
Yo, baby, my Führer needs
You
some
say
loving.
Yahweh, I say no way. All right, that's not happening.
Also,
All right.
oh, you don't like a little bit of yaoi in your life?
Yowie.
All right.
This yaoi is wowie.
Jesus, son.
Let's get into the.
Okay.
You are my Yakima.
Sonic High School, Chapter 15. Author's note: I wrote this chapter on a train.
Hang on, wait, who? I'm trying to see.
He wrote it on the last ticket with the last ride home, or whatever that song is.
Shadow and Silver ran. I have no idea what's happened so far, so this is no context. Great. Shadow and Silver ran ahead into the school, but Sonic stopped to go to the bathroom, and he took an enormous, bad-smelling poop. Sonic knew he must be very emotional because this poop was so big that when he tried to flush the toilet, the big poop log just folded in half and clogged the toilet easily while looking like part of a really fat pretzel that you would get at the mall. Not like the little ones in bags from the supermarket. Sonic just said,
"Forget it,"
and ran out of a now very sticky bathroom and after Charmy
No
B.
one told me you were scat.
That's your line right there, right?
I think this is a real story of him being on the train, and this is like him writing about it. Like, this would be good.
It's all based on truth.
Sonic.
This fiction is.
Sonic passed Shadow and Silver, who were in different hallways and going different ways, but he did not pass them at the same time because they were in different hallways, and because even though Sonic was very fast, he could not actually be in two different places at the same time. Sonic went one way, and Shadow went the other, and Silver went the another way, and it kept happening. One room that Sonic looked in was the art room. It made Sonic remember having art class with Charmy B. Charmy could not control his gay urges like everyone else, and used all the colors in every picture.
I knew
Or
it.
like Sonic just used blue and Amy just used pink, and other people were also normal like that. Sonic thought about how this was and that it was still surprising that Charmy could do something like this. Shadow went into
Shadow dies.
Shadow went into a room among other rooms. That was the car fixing room. Shadow remembered about how he had car fixing class with Charmy, and how Charmy was really terrible at fixing cars because it was not in him to do something like that. Not in him to do something that was like a man to do. A man would do. Shadow thought it was weird how Charmy could now do something that was so manly, like killing. Okay, I was trying to process a lot of that. All right.
Yeah, me too.
Like, that's just
Don't worry,
a lot of words.
we all are.
Wow, it's so weird.
And one room that Silver ran into was the gym room, where Silver one time had gym class with Charmy B. He remembered how Charmy was positively the worst at sports and being an athlete, so it made him wonder why Charmy could do something that was actually doing something, like killing. This is the worst. This is like fucking the train at the end of the world. You know, the snow, whatever, with what's his face.
Oh,
Yeah, with Captain America.
Yeah, I know.
I can't think of
Nah, it's the Polar Express.
Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer.
This is the Polar Express.
This is Snowpiercer. They're gonna start eating babies.
We got the
babies do taste best.
Oh god, we got the babies hot.
Akja was so disappointing. Oh my
Oh
god.
god. Okay.
After Snow Point or whatever.
Oh man.
Sonic and Shadow and Silver ran around and around, and eventually they just got tired and could not find Charmy at all. Charmy was trying to be a murderer, but they were just tired of looking for him, so they sat down in chairs and didn't do anything else now. Back in the front of the school, Amy decided that she needed to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Rouge went with her because she had to go too, and Cream stayed with Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. and Tails, who was still trying to become awake?
Oh god, that's the baby!
Okay, so we definitely missed
We
a
skipped
big
over
detail.
so many character
I think
introductions.
So I'm gonna make an assumption here that Knuckles had a fucking kid.
Yep.
Then it's gotta be
A fucking what you call those little packs he wears with the baby on?
the little like the baby Bjorns.
Yeah, or whatever.
He's like carrying little Knuckles Jr. around in his front.
He just carries him around like fucking.
Nah,
little
he's just dragging him by the leg.
No, don't hurt Knuckles Jr.
I wonder who the mom is. Okay,
It's Vector.
It's probably fucking Eggman.
it's Tails. Whatever.
It was me all along! It was me, Sonic! What? Who are you?
Baby has a mustache. I wonder whose baby this is.
Hey, split up, gang. Let's look for clues.
Most
Okay.
people had left the school by now, but there were still some waiting to get into the women's bathroom. But Amy and Rouge did not feel like waiting in line, so they just went to the men's bathroom, where normally it was that the people inside were men. Amy and Rouge were not men, so this was against the rules. As soon as Amy opened the door, a superpowered smell hit her in the face. It punched her right in the nose because it was Sonic's poop smell.
Amy and Rogue took off their hijabs.
Rogue, Rouge, somebody.
Shin,
Quick.
you can be Rouge.
Shindo!
Oh my god! Screamed Rouge. What is that smell?
I've heard this smell a million times before!
Said Amy to Rouge, who could say this because she was Sonic's girlfriend, meaning that she had been around Sonic pooping.
This smells... No, this smell is Sonic's poop!
You would know it.
Well, Amy and Rouge went into the bathroom anyway, because you can never get a break when it comes to going to the bathroom. It's absolutely true. No matter what, you always end up going, even if you try all night. They were holding their hands. The new Persona game. Persona 5 pooping all night.
Oh my god.
Sorry. They were holding their hands above their noses, and then Amy opened up a stall door, and inside what was a shocking thing to see, but she saw it anyway. It was Charmy B!
Ah! It's you!
Screamed Amy in a scared and shocked way.
You're a murderer!
Okay, so whoever plays Charmy, I think we've established that he's so effeminate,
It has to
he
be-
can't be a murderer. So,
Yo, I go.
No,
Somebody-
not yet.
said Charmy.
But now I will start by killing you.
It's beautiful.
I get it.
Charmy jumped at her from inside the stall and into Amy, and they fell back. And Charmy was on top and holding a knife and was about to cut Amy apart when Rouge came over and kicked Charmy, and he flew off her body and over to the wall by rolling.
Take this!
Said Rouge, and she flapped her bat wings at Charmy to push all of the horrible
Everyone
blue hair
hold on
out
for
of
just a second. I just saw the fucking thumbnail for this. It says critically acclaimed.
Wait, yep.
Yeah.
Critics give this a
Oh,
two thumbs up.
there's reviews.
It all went to him, but then Charmy got up and ran right at Amy with his knife and cut her on the legs because he is short, and then jumped back.
Ow!
Said Amy.
I'm dying!
Amy fell backwards and got dizzy.
Look at these reviews.
I can't think of a...
We'll read through them after this chapter.
Yeah.
Rouge.
Rouge.
Rude.
Oh,
No! Stay with me!
Said Rouge.
Use your special move while you can!
Amy knew what Rouge was talking about, so Amy used her special attack. Amy shouted,
Go!
"Oh no! Oh no! No! I ran ahead and it happened!"
Are you ready, you little shit? Cause here comes my ultimate move!
Is this where this comes from?
Take
Doc,
this, Jafar!
Doc, I'm not even shitting you. I think this guy's a fan of me because I've done this joke before. Holy
Oh,
you're shit, man. I think I wrote this.
I like what the
Ivan's the ghost
Here we go. Period power!
reference to anyone who doesn't know. That's not how that works.
What? That's exactly how it works.
Absolutely.
I've
not.
seen it. I've seen
It's
it.
Completely
Okay.
natural, Ash. You
Okay.
don't have to be ashamed about it.
You guys are watching some weird
Now,
porn. All
let
right.
me mansplain to you how you should not be ashamed of your
And opened her legs. And a stream of blood shot at Charmy. Since Amy was so good at being nice and caring, which is using your heart, Amy was able to speed up her heart so fast that her blood pumped out of the wound on her leg like a super soaker filled up by vampires.
the fucking physiological research that went into this. She's a genius.
The blood hit Charmy in the face and body and all over, really, and it was streaming and burning him.
Oh.
But he looked like he didn't care. And Amy looked shocked and yelled,
How can you be so invincible?
Then
I thought that
Rouge...
was Ash. I thought that was Ash doing her Gilgamesh freak.
Hey, I'm Ash! How are you? I just want to take you to the soup store.
Who's doing that voice right now?
It's me!
Like, you did such a good job of sounding like Ash. Like, you did your best Ash as Gilgamesh. Those are some fucking layers, my dude.
I'm proud of the 10 seconds I thought. Okay.
Then Rouge said,
I bet he can't handle my special attack, Romance Bite!
Rouge flew with her bat wings and went over to Charmy and bit him right in the neck using her fangs and tried to make him fall in love with her. But it did not work. I wonder why.
It is not working!
Cried Amy.
He must have superpowers! He is going to kill us for sure!
Amy and Rouge tried to get away from Charmy, but he kept blocking them and coming at them with a knife. They were finally trapped in the corner, holding on to each other with their best in show boobs, pressing up against each other and looking like the sexiest Legos ever. Then, all of a sudden...
Explains the plot.
So much plot.
Then, all of a sudden, Tails came into the bathroom and threw a piece of electronics at Charmy. Charmy looked up at Tails and said...
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Charmy looked up at Tails and said...
Charmy looked up at Tails and...
I know, I'm not even paying attention either. I'm afraid
Sexiest Legos ever. Oh!
But you are supposed to be.
And then died right there.
Tails just killed a guy.
Dude, Tails would totally do it, though.
Yeah, he would.
By throwing a piece of electronics?
Tails
Just
is
nondescript
part of
electronics?
We heard Aaron Hansen sing his Tails killing people. It's gonna happen.
Tails belongs to the Heartless now.
Yeah.
Tails went over to Amy and Rouge and definitely stopped for a second to check out their boobs without them knowing, but then stopped and said,
You are safe now. That was not Charmy. It was a robot.
A robot? How did you know?
said Amy. Said Iaco the parrot.
I am Amy, the
Did
beautiful
you sing
parrot.
Forget About Love?
I flap my wings and my breasts jiggle for your amusement. Do not make fun of me.
Oh my god, I want to hear that.
Jeez, I'm so upset. I'm going home.
Fucking Uber Desu's out of a job.
Tails, being the smartest, thought it was a question for idiots, but said,
I knew as soon as Charmy was not being hurt by Sonic's poop stink. I was watching from the door. I was watching from the door and did nothing because I'm useless. Normally, Charmy would have complained and passed out from the smelling that, but he did not. So I knew. As soon as it happened, I ran and went back. I cannot read. And went and got a robot killer device from my electronics.
Wow! Thanks!
said Amy, and kissed Tails on the cheek for a reward.
Really, Tails, you saved us!
Said Rouge, and she kissed Tails on the other cheek. This shows you that you can be cool by being smart, except if you are a nerd ass.
She fucking attacked.
Fuck!
Well, moral of the story, guys: be smart, but don't be a nerd ass.
Dude, words I live by, man.
Tails and Amy and Rouge walked out of the bathroom and back to where Cream and Knuckles Jr. was. And soon Sonic and Shadow and Silver came back, and they were all back together. The lunch lady was the only other person still there, and she saw how tired they looked. So she made them all a bunch of chow meat sandwiches. And they all ate until their tummies were gonna burst. All the time while they were eating, though, Sonic thought... Sonic, you always
shit!
Yeah, you get
But
one.
then, where is Charmy? And where is the guy who made the robot? And so many other things. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. High school drama is just so crazy to be part of.
I agree!
Okay, look at the fucking review for this one. I posted a link.
Oh. Hey, oh, Dr. Albus, there it is. Please poop on me, Sonic Good.
Okay, I need to find the review page. I don't have...
It's
fanfiction.
linked
Okay,
right
here's
there.
the guy I read
okay.
ahead. Please, we need to go to Tails' song.
Let's do it. I honestly say this is the first time I ever attempted like a Gilbert Gottfried. So
Yeah, I could tell.
Oh,
yeah,
shit!
Thank you. Yes.
Hold on a sec.
Thanks for
Oh,
the sec.
shit! It's the Mandela effect. This is just like the time I shot a pigeon in my backyard, posed with it for a photo, printed and framed it. Come around a week later, and it was me and my children stomping turkeys to death. My kids really made that meat flat and tough, just the way we like it. Plus, they enjoyed the time outside whilst they were sick with Zika. Anyway, nanomachines are permeating the water supply, and don't trust clouds.
What? Where
That's one of the reviews!
This is a review.
Best review. Oh, well, this one's the most like real one. And on. What the fuck is wrong with you?
My favorite is this fan fiction is gay.
I love your work here. It made me come 12 times.
What? Wait, where?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I want to read the last two chapters, and then now that our appetites are whetted, I need like a good solid like crossover.
Yep.
Hold on. Wait. This is what's gonna make me want to read the whole thing. Is this review? Quote, her vagina was shooting whipped cream. Quote, it's apparently a line. I will read the whole thing later.
I think he's making shit up.
Okay. So, what are we doing next?
So Tails the song, and then we're gonna read to the very end.
Okay, oh god.
Because this is the second to last chapter.
Alright.
Tails song, got it.
Alright.
And Angry Dragon just sent me a spoiler that happens. I think we actually need to read chapter 23. Angry's telling me.
What's chapter 23?
What went wrong?
What went wrong?
What went
How
wrong? He said
introspective.
we have to read it.
Okay.
Okay, so chapter
Shadow swung his
23?
penis at her head. Right.
Well, if Knuckles doesn't.
Oh
like,
no, never mind. He just told me what happened. Sonic commits suicide. We don't have to read that.
Oh, that's sad. Chapter 24?
He said go to 24 because it's just like Shadow.
Alright.
The third to last is just Shadow reacting or some shit.
Okay.
What the
My
fuck is
Damn,
that?
Hedgehog killed himself.
Wait.
Oh, someone's calling you out, Ivan.
Yeah, dude, he's right.
I don't think any of us can be quite like Dark Doom Firemaster.
We all have something to learn from Dark Doom Firemaster.
Holy shit. No, okay, so chapter 23, what went wrong is not the one where Sonic dies. Shadow literally smacks Cream in the face with his penis.
As it's completely rational to do.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's like a backhand, but he doesn't want to use the effort of his hand.
No, I need Tails' song. I need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You spoiled the big part. There's
All
no
right.
else.
Chapter 24, Sonic High School. Tails was sitting in the back of the car, where Amy was sitting in the front seat, where you do not drive it. And Sonic's mom was sitting in the front seat, on the left, where you do drive it. The car was an SUV. They were all dressed in nice clothes because they were driving back to Sonic's house from Sonic's funeral. Tails looked like a secret agent because he was wearing a suit. But he must have been the saddest secret agent ever.
Damn, the alliteration.
So sad. sad! Ah, boo-hoo!
I can't do no chapters.
I could read this all day.
I love this story.
Said Amy in a crying way, sounding like the complete collection of teen idiot quotes because she did not have teeth.
Oh.
What? Jesus Christ.
I am Josh!
She was only talking now that there were most people not in the car.
Oh, this is...
I'll be sorry. I'll do. Who wants to do Sonic's mom? Who was doing so?
I think Doc did the first time.
I got it.
Okay, you got it, yeah.
I know you are, and so am I. Tails, are you sad? Said Sonic's mom to Tails.
Doctor.
Oh. Yes, I am sad!
Said Tails to Sonic's mom in answer to her question.
I'm sorry, I'm looking on the side for another one.
Oh my god, who's Knuckles Jr.? Who's gonna be
Knuckles Jr.? No.
Naomi.
Naomi needs to be Knuckles Jr.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you're gonna be Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. You're gonna be talking to your son or daughter.
She definitely Knuckles Jr.
Alright, well, but there's Sonic's mom though, so hold on. It is really difficult and sad when somebody dies, especially now that it is
Fucking
Sonic.
Sonic's mom's turned on by this.
Yeah, why does she want to seduce people? Oh yeah, my son's dead. Better have fucking sex with all his friends.
Said
I
Sonic's
just
mom.
want to do it in the coffin.
Oh!
No.
Not crying, but sounding
Not this
really
kind of story.
sad. She cried a lot at the funeral, but now she was being more normal and not making a big scene like a hot dog man selling hot dogs at a baseball game.
Oh,
Great analogy.
Oh, that's good. I know! It's like... I just...
Said Amy, trying not to cry about how Sonic is dead, and she is sad.
I just want everything to go away!
Amy started to cry again because she is just so emotionally weak like a goddamn child.
Yeah,
Fuck
right.
you, narrator!
Rip in pieces, Amy.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I understand that you
Quit
are
dropping
sad,
the mic,
Amy.
it's expensive.
Oh shit! Holy shit!
But I have to tell you two something. Please do not kill yourselves, okay? Said Sonic's mom in a very
Fucking
sad and meaning it way. Being a teen is the hardest thing in the world. Wait, hold on. Being a teen is the hardest thing in the world. It's...
We're ready.
It is harder than being in a war or in jail. I know it. But you do not kill yourself, because it will get cooler when you are done being a teen. Tails looked down at the ground of the car and did not know what to say, but he said,
Okay.
He's definitely sad.
He said it for reference. Okay, if she's so sad, why is the voice so breathic? They're making fun of me the way I did Sonic's mom, saying that she was like all sexed up. So whatever, fuck him.
Because she gets aroused when she's sad. It's a weird fetish.
She
okay?
gets aroused by death. I can totally relate.
And that's why she's like confused. She's got like an awkward boner from like her son being dead. Like, should I be sad or is this a good time?
Sonic's mom, why's your
He
shirt
said
on?
it. He said it.
It's in the car.
He said it in a sad and quiet way. What was real was that Tails really did not want to kill himself now that Sonic was dead.
He did
Was
beforehand.
that Tails really did want to kill himself? Okay, now Sonic was dead. What was the point of living if you're not going to do it with your best friend, Sonic?
Oh,
Just keep fucking twisting the knife, Sonic's mom.
Then they got to Sonic's house and they went inside. And just after they took off their fancy clothes, then Rouge and Espio came over with Knuckles and Knuckles Jr., who were there. Rouge looked very burlesque in her tiny baby dress with her unlimited boobs nearly jumping out of her clothes. Unlimited boobs! Fate stay unlimited boobs work.
like a Super Saiyan thing. Unlimited boobs!
Is Knuckles Jr. his little brother? Because
Maybe.
Like his child.
I don't know.
I'm
There's no
gonna
relation
call
between
one-
the two.
Why would you call one of your sons Knuckles and the other son Knuckles Jr.?
I've done it.
That's a
I've done
question
it
for
with
Knuckles'
fish.
mom.
I've done it with fish. It's just a smaller version.
Joy Jr.
Nearly jumping out of her clothing, and SBO looked like a professional movie star on the red carpet because he was wearing a suit. Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. looked like shrunken presidents because they were also wearing suits.
That's
This reminds me of fucking when me and Earl Basington were working on Saudi X. We drew Sonic like Trump, and then I drew another one where Knuckles looked like Bernie Sanders. It was so funny because his quills looked like the parted hair that he has. It was so fucking good. I wish I still had it.
Knuckles having a brother is worse than Knuckles having a son. It's not wrong.
Should we all say
Okay,
hello?
We should all say hello all there all
Angry
together.
Dragon just sent me the info. He sent me the lore. Listen to this.
Oh no.
This is fucking. I could not write this any better. I bow my head in shame to this kid.
Knuckles Jr. is Espio and Rouge's baby after Knuckle dies. Then Knuckles is reincarnated as his twin brother. That's fucking awesome. I'm your brother, but I'm also your parents' love child.
Man.
So they are brothers. I called it, man.
Yo, that's legit.
Remember when Harry Potter called his son Snape Jr.?
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Little snafu.
Hey, I'm gonna name you after the guy who was
trying
to fuck my mom and then like whatever.
terrorism
It was
when he
also like a dick to
friend-zoned?
me.
Okay.
Right?
I'm gonna name my son Bernie Sanders.
Yep. Okay,
Okay.
we should all say hello at the same time, because I guess
Ready?
they're all saying. All
Okay,
right,
so-
ready? Yep. 1, 2, 3.
They all said togetherly.
Wow, hi.
This is Rouge, by the way.
Said Tails to them.
We have to go talk to Sonic's mom to try and cheer her up and to be nice.
Said Rouge and SBO, and they gave Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. to Tails, who took them into a different room.
Okay, so they're both babies that Tails is holding.
Okay. Wait, hold on. So Knuckles,
Yeah. Oh
my
Knuckles
God.
Jr.
Oh my
Wait, I was
God.
sorry.
It was perfect.
Knuckles Jr. is SBO and Rouge's baby.
Yes.
After
and then Knuckles
Sonic-
is reincarnated as a baby. It looks like.
And then,
Oh,
okay,
that's
I wanted to double. Okay.
And so
okay.
they're both raising him.
I wanted to get it like straightened out.
The
That
baby.
deep lore.
Go ahead, Naomified.
Who's Knuckles Jr.?
Naomified is-
Naomi.
Go
I'm
ahead.
so sorry about Sonic!
Said Knuckles Jr.
This is really all the worst that could have happened!
If you guys have ever seen the Sonic OVA, she literally sounds like the part where they show the Eggman babies.
I did a fandom. of that movie.
Rockabye Eggman on the
switch.
What they say?
Such a good movie.
Oh.
Dude, the Sonic OVA is fucking incredible.
I love it. Yeah.
It
I
won an
loved it.
Oscar.
It did?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Okay, Naomi, I think you're still going.
Yeah, you're also.
Yeah, you're Knuckles now.
This is great. You're Knuckles and Knuckles Jr.
Yeah, this is the saddest.
Said Knuckles.
Sonic did not deserve to die.
They were all agreeing so much about it. After a while of not talking, Knuckles said,
Hey, Tails, day of school is tomorrow, and I have my last ending test that decides if I move on to the next grade, or if I lose, I have to go back to start all of high school.
If I lose.
like, I know the American education system is not perfect, but I feel there may be some
I
flaws.
lost.
I mean, isn't it an accomplishment? I thought Knuckles was a baby too.
That's true. Oh, it's true.
Super
He
baby.
said he looked like a shrunken president.
Holy shit. Wait, wait, fucking Sonic punched out Amy's teeth. That's like she doesn't have any. Holy
no!
shit.
He deserved to die. What a bitch.
She had it coming.
Just imagine, just imagine the Godfrey voice while he was punching her teeth out.
Oh my god! It's like, ow, ow, oh! No, I can't talk.
Okay, keep going. We're getting to the best part.
Right.
Yeah, let's go.
Tails looked, let's see. Tails looked at Knuckles in a deep way and said,
Wow, that is a lot of pressure. What do you have to do?
Tails was trying to be nice and helping to Knuckles because he was a baby now. But most of the time when people complained about school to Tails, Tails just thought, not saying,
"Are you the king or queen of idiots?"
Because Tails was the smartest and school was just all so easy to him. Even the hardest classes they made for geniuses.
You loser.
Okay.
This is Knuckles gets you.
Oh, shit, yeah. What I have to do is write a news story about an event thing that happened around town. It has to be real. I didn't like the voice I was doing before him.
Said Knuckles. Knuckles looked like a worrying boy and made a sound that showed he was worried. Knuckles was a baby.
There's everything that I can lose to this. He said.
I actually read something far ahead.
He said, in a way. How's it, in a way?
I don't give a fuck. You figure out how he said it.
Doc.
I will
You
look
can
for a
just write like
story
this?
for you to do your news story on, and hopefully you will pass and not have to go all the way back to the beginning of high school, costing you thousands of dollars in lost fees.
Lost fees. Said Tails to Knuckles seriously. Then Tails asked to both of them.
Hey, can you please both give me all of your baby teeth?
Guess where this is going. Fucking payoff.
Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. took out their baby teeth and gave them to Tails.
They just ripped off their own fucking.
Just like
Holy
using his technology. Using his technology and tools and good old-fashioned elbow lubricant, Tails glued all of the teeth together to make enough teeth for one normal person mouth, and he went downstairs.
This is the part I read ahead by accident.
Here, Amy, this is for you.
Said Tails, looking at Amy, who looked like a total dumpster ever since Sonic punched all of her teeth out before he killed himself. You could use these. Okay, that's Tails.
Like, here's the thing, like, he didn't kill himself.
apostrophe.
One of Amy's teeth went flying so hard it, like, cut his throat open.
Is that it, really?
No, but...
That would be
That'd be
hilarious.
great.
Okay,
I think that's gonna happen in the abridged version.
You can use these teeth and they will feel just like you never lost your teeth, except they're way smaller.
Amy grabbed them from out of Tails' hand and put them into her mouth, and they fit so perfectly, like a Pop-Tart in most toasters. Most toasters!
No.
Most toasters!
Some toast.
Can we please
Somehow
notice
does not
there's
happen.
it hasn't been disinfected. He just had it on his workbench and it was just in two babies' mouths.
Oh boy, but
Dude, it's good. It builds up your, it bolsters your immune system.
Tails, this feels. Wait, where'd it go? This feels great.
We have
How on
Roland.
earth did you manage to get teeth for me?
We have Roland Nolan in the chat.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, he's been there for a
take
while.
notes. Take notes.
Oh jeez.
You're terrified, Nolan.
Dude,
I am equally
I was
terrified.
recording with him the other day for a Sonic thing he's doing. And he said, I asked, how do I do this? Way.
A select few Pop-Tarts cannot fit in toasters, apparently. I don't think it's so much that the Pop-Tarts can't fit in toasters, but that the toasters aren't big enough for the Pop-Tarts.
Look at it.
I think
Yes.
maybe the implication.
If you've ever had a tiny
Pop-Tarts would be a
toaster-
uniform size.
If you've ever been to the slums in Johannesburg, where Naomi's from, they have smaller toasters than the rest of us, and they can't fit their Pop-Tarts in.
Yeah, I can only fit my
Why do you think
toenails.
she's like the way she is? She's never tasted a Pop-Tart before.
She has to microwave them.
Or
No, she
It's
put them out in
so
the
sad.
sun. Or in the hot African savannah sun. That's what the toaster
I
is.
put like a magnified.
They hang it like laundry.
you could maybe like cut like the normal Pop-Tart in half, and maybe
And,
then it'll
and
fit.
basically she has to, and while they're toasting, then Naomi has to, she pulled out a big like palm branch and she has to wave it at the gorillas because they try to run over and grab the Pop-Tarts. They do like a hit and run, they just run, they go, and they run, and they just grab the Pop-Tart without stopping, and they run back into the brush. like one's distracting her while the other one grabs it.
Can we please have fan art? Can we please have fan art of Saber defending a tiny toaster with a Pop-Tart against Gilgamesh?
Hey, I'm already on it. I'm already on it.
Please.
How dare you give me your pop? I want it now.
Only if Doc puts on the end slate of the next
Just the Gilgamesh gorillas. Ooh, mongrel.
Okay, where were we?
Pop-Tarts.
Said Amy, now sounding like she was no longer a teen loser. Amy hugs him.
Ow.
I'm typing in Gorilla Pop-Tart.
No need to worry.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I'm just gonna send you the screenshot. We're not gonna speak about this ever again. I regret this decision.
What have you done?
This is not cool.
What have you done?
This family needs to have more respect for themselves. All right.
What is
One
this?
sec. It's coming up.
Oh God.
I'm. Wait, where'd you post this?
It's up right now. It's loading.
Oh, okay, it's loading it.
This is not
Fuck off, that's my dad.
Oh no!
Don't do this to your kids, man.
No! That's no!
Like, how do we even go about explaining this to him? He might not even know. He might be innocent.
Okay, just no, I have to say this. Alright. I've been when I bring something related to this earlier in a certain podcast, don't make it think like I'm connecting to this.
Oh God.
I'll tell you later.
Be quiet, you don't bring that shit up.
I'm not.
Let's go on. I'm sorry I stalled this great story.
Okay, I have no idea where we were.
Oh my God.
It was on.
For Christ's sake.
Yeah, no, it's a song of tales, guys. It's the song. You gotta sing it.
It's a song of fire and tales.
No need to worry. You can just thank the modern efforts of science.
Oh yeah, science.
Tails cheered and danced a little, and Amy thanked pharmaceutical companies, and then Tails went back over to where Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. were.
Pharmaceutical.
I became a pharmacist now.
Then Tails went to Knuckles Jr., who was also there, and started to do a conversation with him.
To do a. Would you like to do a conversation with me?
What? Tails is a fucking robot, I swear.
Wait.
Let's do a social link.
Hey Knuckles, how are you?
Said Tails to Knuckles Jr.
Sorry, I thought that was Tails saying or Knuckles saying it. So.
No, good.
I'm so lost.
Conversion.
Good!
Said Knuckles Jr.
But son of course! I did not see this coming at all!
Knuckles Jr. hugged his legs to his body like an imaginary tree that could bring its roots up and use them as legs.
He's a baby. How can he reach his legs?
Babies can reach their... You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, babies can fucking crawl on top of you and shit, man. They're fucking...
Don't babe shame
They
them,
can swing
okay?
their arms like trapeze.
Yeah, what's your deal? Are you really psychic because you're just a baby?
Said Tails in a curious way.
Curious for breakfast. Eat them today.
Knuckles Jr., you're up.
Yeah, I find I seem to be able to see the future sometimes, but I
Beemo
cannot
just had a
always
fucking-
control it. What did you
Beemo
say?
just had a good fucking comment. Someone's like, would this video be try not to cringe or try not to laugh? And Beemo's like, try not to read. That's the MVP of my streams, you guys.
Oh.
He's always got zingers.
Play of the chat.
As you said, I am just a baby. But when I get older, I can probably use my powers to win the lottery and become the CEO of Progressive Car Insurance.
Said Knuckles Jr.
Dude,
Knuckles
that's a
Jr.
good deep cut.
was saying this to
Sonic was
Tails.
actually in a progressive commercial.
Okay.
Said Tails. Tails also thought inside his hugest brain that now he did not want to kill himself anymore. He was still sad, but talking to babies, right? Good. He was still sad, but talking to babies made him realize that there's a lot more to come in life, and good things. And if Sonic is dead, is not the end of the world, but only the end of Sonic, which is sad. Oh,
but only the end of Sonic. Well, fuck you too. It's a good line, though.
It's a good line. It is.
It works. Yep.
And there is a lot more to come in life. And if Sonic is dead, it's not the end of the world, but only the end of Sonic.
After Sonic Forces comes out, this is what we're all gonna be saying.
Tails went down. Oh. I'm sad. Alright, Tails went downstairs into Sonic's garage by himself and found Sonic's electrical guitar and had it.
Oh, yes.
Sonic used to play songs on this,
said Tails to the ears of the world, thinking about when Sonic played cool rock and roll songs.
Rockin'.
You've been rockin'!
Tails put the guitar onto his body and held it and thought for a minute and began to play a song. He played a sad song that was not mad or happy sounding, but it was not a slow song.
Oh, shit, where's my piano?
It was a Hold on, where's my guitar? Give me a sec.
Oh, I know, I'm about to record this shit.
Oh my god, yes!
It was a medium song that could not go too fast, so you would dance, or too slow, so you would fall asleep. Then Tails closed his eyes and just knew the words that he wanted to sing as he felt them, and he sang them out loud while playing the song that he just made up, and the words of the song when he witnessed me. And the words of the song he just made up went.
Being a teen is hard. You have to learn how to drive a car, and if you hit anything...
No! Ash, start playing!
Wait, we need her guitar to your singing. Hang on.
She's screaming.
We need the song and the guitar. 2 pieces, 1 door, 1 key. That is you.
1 cup.
What? Okay. 2 girls, 1 cup. You cannot stop this.
Freddie, I will murder you.
Okay, you ready? You ready?
I get used to this a lot.
Being a teen is hard. You have to learn how to drive a car, and if you hit anything,
so out of tune. Oh my god.
It is you to jail they will bring. You also have to go to school, and it's definitely not for fools. And everything is even harder because my best friend died. My best friend died. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and love. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst. You have to get a date or everyone will laugh. And in a lake they would push you off a raft.
Jesus Christ, how long keep going. Amazing.
Girls wear makeup and guys get tattoos. And there are so many possible drugs to do. There are bullies around and sports balls that are round. And everything is harder because my best friend died.
His best friend died.
Oh wow, my best friend died. I just
His
want to
best
hide.
friend died.
He's dead.
High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and love. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst. I'm doing a middle finger at God because I'm edgy, but God is not real and the world is odd. Also because I'm edgy. I am crying so much my tears could make a cave. How long is this?
It's all of a sudden.
Keep going.
Okay.
You cannot be scared, you must be brave. I am tired of teens going on diets and being mad and starting riots. And everything is hard because my best friend died. Oh wow, my best friend died.
My best friend died.
High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and love. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and love. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst. How many people did we lose now?
And now Jay-Z jumps in. Yeah, Brooklyn. I can't believe it. Sonic's dead. I can't get out my head. Yeah, Brooklyn. Sonic Force is coming out. What the fuck is that shit? Peace out.
So just we lost 4 people watching.
We did.
But I loved it. 4 people, but I loved it. Doesn't matter.
4 people, but 13 real fans. That's what we get. 13 real fans.
13 real Doctor fans.
13 fans.
Tails singing sounded like a beautiful butterfly, telling its life story to a little boy who fell asleep on a bench in the park without losing his money to a common thief. Tails finished, very specific, very, very specific. Tails finished singing his song, and he saw all of the tears that were now at the bottom of his feet on the ground in a pool so big that he could invite a cruise ship to do its first cruise in the pool. But then all of a sudden, Tails turned and saw Knuckles Jr. at the door to the garage.
Oh, fuck's sake.
My heart can't take anymore.
Yeah, that's what Knuckles Jr. said.
I'm emotionally exhausted. That was really sad to hear.
Said Knuckles Jr.
But it is a healthy way to get rid of your emotions instead of killing yourself.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's so real.
Next
This
time.
is
Then
like
Knuckles-
a PSA portion.
Right? Then Knuckles Jr. walked forward into the room and tripped in a way that the door behind him closed, and he was now locked, and they were in a room, so they were locked in there.
Oops!
Said Knuckles Jr. like an idiot baby.
Holy
dumbass.
shit.
Oh no!
Screamed Tails out loud.
It's so
If only we had a lockpick.
Said Knuckles Jr. then.
How the
Then,
hell does a
all of a
baby know
sudden,
how to lockpick?
Everything came to Tails, and he realized what just happened over the past events.
That is it. That is it. Using this information and my big intelligence, I know what is happening.
Shouted Tails.
The Truman Show.
Tails got so excited that he spun his flying tail so hard that he went right through the locked door. So it was open now and went out of Sonic's house.
No, it's not open.
It was
Smashed it open.
destroyed. He went directly to Cream's house without even celebrating at an ice cream place first.
Oh,
The catharsis on this shit, man.
dude, this is like the most legit fanfic I've heard.
What the fuck
Here's
is
me
this
tearing
last
on my
chapter?
Hero scripts, man. This
Oh
is good
man,
fan fiction. Fuck.
I need a cigarette after that.
I actually hit
And
my
I don't
fucking
smoke.
nose, and the fucking gorilla family showed up again. I'm like, no, go away.
Wait,
Oh.
who the fuck? There's a super Chinese doctor in this scene.
What?
How
I am-
racist is it?
I'm sorry, I has a voice. Is I apologize.
I'll do it.
Okay, which one are we doing? Tails song? Okay.
Oh god.
Are we doing the last chapter?
We have
I mean,
to
that's up
end
to
it.
you.
All right, we're doing the last chapter. We can't end on a cliffhanger.
We can't-
I would love to end it. I end my life right here.
No, don't do it. Sing a beautiful song instead.
Yeah, in fact,
right?
Tails was trying to teach you that shit, man. Did you
Right?
learn nothing Sonic who is dead?
I mean, come on.
It
You
increased the
gotta,
size of the text. Man,
you just gotta, you know.
my old man eyes are grateful.
Oh, I'm done.
I was literally about to start singing like fucking,
Here you go, ready?
what's his
Okay.
face? He's like, in a time long ago, my little hedgehog friend killed himself. I miss you, little hedgehog friend.
I'm so out of
Wish
tune.
my
Oh my
stuff
god,
wasn't
you
here with
guys.
this harmonica, because then they would be perfect.
My
talking
shit's
about-
so out of tune.
You know what you need for this?
Me too.
You need like a video of like a tiny picture of a hedgehog, and then just slowly zooming in and like my little hedgehog friend. It's like slowly getting into focus.
Can I just say that early in the last chapter, Tails calls Shadow fag nips.
Oh!
Yo,
see that
Tails
is-
has come from like
Fag,
man.
fag nips.
He has moved up in the world. He's got some set of balls on him now that are not itchy.
Tails is a grown man now.
Okay.
I haven't
roll,
paid
you know.
attention to the story.
Let's wrap up this
Alright.
story, and then
Alright.
we can move on to one that I've been wanting to have read for a while.
Oh
Beautiful.
man, this is a treat.
Oh shit!
Sonic
there's-
High.
Doc, can you please send me? I just fucking listened to the clip of me fucking singing like I don't even know the fucking guy's name, but
Tom Petty?
Holy
it's not
shit!
Tom Petty.
Free falling. You know.
They make a Jesus joke and then immediately have sex right after.
Well, let's read
Alright.
it. Let's read
All
it.
right. All right.
Oh.
Sonic High School, Chapter 25.
Tim.
Now I'm here in Cream's room. Here you are, Shadow.
Said Tails to Shadow, who were both standing there.
Do not be alarmed.
Wait, do we have a Shadow? Who's Shadow?
Dude, don't scream.
Actually, wait. What about Ivan? Because
Yeah,
Sonic's dead.
Yeah.
Sonic's dead, so he
I was
has
like, who
to
am I
be-
playing?
Yeah, you'll be
Shadow.
Shadow. You'll be Sonic's Shadow, literally.
Okay. One sec. Okay, so sorry, I'm scrolling through some stuff.
It's the very beginning of Chapter 25.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
What?
I do not know what to say.
Said Shadow to Tails with
Why
a
does it
big
sound
furry
scary?
face, like a coconut with those 3 holes, like a bowling ball.
Yeah. We can't help but read ahead, so just give us a second.
No, it is okay. You are doing exactly what I knew you would be doing, and I understand why.
Oh,
Said
it's Bob
Tails in
Dylan.
it.
That's what I was saying.
Said Tails in a cool and not angry way to Shadow, responding.
You are here to get what Cream has, and that is the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, which is what is in your hand.
Tails, being smart, was right. Shadow was holding the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, and it was in Cream's room, in a ring. It's not where I thought you were gonna put it. Shouted Shadow.
Usually I am the one with the brain behind doing a crime. But please explain to me how you know all this.
Well,
Said Tails loudly, like a rock star.
it all started when... Now I'm switching over into Gilbert Godfrey. That's not right.
We're all
Hey,
good
it's my
guys right
long
now.
lost brother.
Plot twist,
It's
Tails
Gilbert
and Amy are siblings.
Forget about his charm. Forget about the way you felt in his arms.
And that's Silbert Sodfried. Gilbert, Bilbert, and Gilbert.
Gilbert.
The 3 of them.
I have family.
It all started when Amy and Rouge got locked away in the detention zone.
Tails then sat on the windowsill and explained the whole thing. That was how Amy's bracelet ended up in Cream's vagina. And why Cream?
Wow.
And why Cream?
Whoops! I seem to have dropped my magnum condom from my enormous dog.
Magnum dog.
I was gonna use this for later, but you can have it.
And why Cream has the last Ultra Chaos Emerald. And why Sonic did not come back to life when Shadow tried to use them.
Amy and Rouge were in detention, and Cream wanted to help them before, and they turned into starving women whose reproduction systems died because they did not have enough nutrition to create a child ever again. So Cream decided to be a good friend, like I have always been to Sonic, and she went and broke into your, Shadow's, room to steal a lockpick. You know, Shadow, in case you forgot your name. She,
Right?
She knew you would have...
Gracias.
She knew you would have to pick... You would have a lockpick because you were always saying about how you do crimes in the city environs. So Cream went and broke into your room and stole a lockpick, but when she was there, she also saw the Ultra Chaos Emeralds and took the white one because it looks like riches.
He's starting to sound like Rick.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rick, what are you doing here, dude?
No, you gotta put it up, put it up your butt, right up in the Morty.
Okay. That's a little too intense. I can't walk straight now.
Okay, where the fuck was I? Scream shouted Tails, the listening body.
What?
Isn't that what it is? In that wow, she is a stealing bitch. Scream Shadow Tails listening body.
That is.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So Shadow.
I'm sorry. Where am I? I'm just in a fucking head spin right now. Wow. It's wow, right?
Yeah.
Wow, she is a stealing bitch.
Yeah, she is. Scream Shadow to Tails listening body.
Hey man, what is wrong with this succubus?
Shadow stomped his feet and bothered to put his. Shadow stomped his feet. They're all 18, you guys. They're 18.
Yep.
Oh, thank
According to the note, they're 18. Shadow stomped his feet and bothered to put his penis back now that it was small from listening to Tails talk and not have pretend crime rescue sex with Cream.
Wow, what a bone killer.
Come on. Doc, say the line.
When was it out?
Doc, say the line.
Oh god.
Just wait and listen, fag nips.
Said Tails to Sonic, still a little mad at Shadow for being the asshole at Sonic's funeral. Shadow would be an asshole at Sonic's funeral. Like, that's canonical right there.
Yep.
Sausage roll.
But mostly
I don't think so. I think he'd be like crying like a freaking like a fat black mom. Like, why take me? Take me.
Whoa.
Oh, baby.
But mostly forgiving him now for doing this.
Then what happened was Cream, as a hall monitor, was able to go into the detention room because she had the power as... I'm terrible at reading, in case you didn't know it.
It's turning to Rick.
As an inside agent, she had to put the lock way up in her vagina, way up in there, as a hiding spot. Because who knew who was gonna look there, even if a burglar comes and takes out a carrot goods, and she went over to Amy in a sneaking way, and moving her mouth without saying the words, but not making sounds, but still making it look like she was talking, and not saying them in her head either because I'm dyslexic.
What?
I'm like not even paying attention right now, and I'm just listening to Doc ramble. Like he has schizophrenia.
I'm just listening to myself ramble like I'm schizophrenic. I don't think I'm reading this at all.
Like I'm still like processing what the fuck Tails is doing.
I just listen to fucking Doc like argue with himself in circles right now. It's fucking wonderful.
Because she would still be doing it with her mouth, so you could see. Told Amy to reach up into a vagina. What?
So Amy went over to Cream and without like mouthing the words, told Cream to reach up into her vagina.
No, Cream asked her to reach.
Oh wait, no, yeah, Cream asked Amy. Yeah. Cream was holding on to the
I'd like to point out that there's a separation here.
This is way too much.
But there's no quotation mark. There's no quotation mark.
No,
but there's a separate.
There's way too much sex. I mean,
when the quotation doesn't end, but it starts on the next one, that means he's speaking for multiple paragraphs.
Oh my god,
that's technically like grammatically accurate.
Oh wow.
one aspect.
Oh my god. Like
I don't want to read all this. I don't. I had trouble
want me
getting
to
through that
be
first
Tails
one.
temporarily? Will that make you happy?
I would love that.
Okay. Cream's vagina was so small, and junior at the time because she was not in love. So when Amy stuck her hand up into Cream's vagina, her bracelet got stuck in there, and it stayed up there, and she could not even get the lockpick anyway because Cream's vagina was basically like a pencil case full of peanut butter.
What the fuck?
What does any of this mean?
It was too hard. Like, I mean...
You can understand why my brain was not processing any of this.
How this required a woman's touch.
How the fuck are they able to make these analogies? What the fuck did they have to go through to be able to say something like a pencil case full of peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
Oh, that sounds like
because now I'm
vagina.
trying to like imagine like what a vagina, like what the state of a vagina would be like to be like a pencil case full of peanut butter, because like that bitch needs to go to the doctor. Like, if that's the state of her
It's
lady
that
bits,
gummed
she needs
up?
to see a specialist.
I don't think I wanna. Yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't want to stick my dick into a pencil case so it's peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
No, like,
like,
I
Whether
feel
or
like
not
you,
it has
cut
peanut
yourself trying
butter
to go
in
in.
it was too hard and small to get up, but it was good at holding things, like Spider-Man. So Amy's bracelet was in there, and Cream had to leave before she became the biggest suspect ever. And Amy did not notice her bracelet was gone because she was so hungry and needing soda. And she put a new one on when she got home anyway, so it was like she did not notice. And then when Sonic died, Cream was wearing the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, so it did not work because the jewels have to be touching for a man to get off a wish.
You can understand why my brain was just
No, like, it's
fizzing
yeah,
out there.
Wow.
It's very garden pathy.
It only took 30 minutes, but it makes so much sense, and it's so obtuse.
Said Shadows to Tails with a big eye face.
I can't believe I did not think of that first. Maybe I am so dark that it's hard to see sometimes.
What?
Shadow laughed and blackbirds flew above outside like planes running up high with invisible legs. That's so fucking metal.
Shadow laughed. That's probably the best line. Shadow laughed and blackbirds flew above outside like planes running up high with invisible legs.
I want to laugh and blackbirds fly up.
Dude,
Right?
Okay, this makes me think of like Shadow cosplays like Raven from like Teen Titans or something.
I can animate this in My Hero Academia. I'm literally gonna do this. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
laugh, and Blackbird's gonna fly up, and like 2 fans are gonna nod their heads like, yeah, that's a reference to Mr. Doom metal.
Yep.
And you're gonna know who his fans are. They're gonna comment.
That's a head nod. That's an acknowledgement.
They're gonna comment the video.
I'm serious. That's an iconic scene. Like, imagine that in an anime. Like, you just get an aerial shot, and someone just laughs, and blackbirds just fly up towards the camera.
Like you see like a couple of your fans.
And that's
like,
the last you see of someone in a show. Like, that's someone's big exit.
right. The two crows. Goodbye.
Yeah, but now we have to
Sonic
use them.
Academia.
I'm not using the
My
growling voice anymore.
Oh god, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, but now we have to use them. We have to bring Sonic back to life.
Tails creamed at Shadow.
But first we should get Amy because she is Sonic's girlfriend.
Shadow, you fool.
Oh.
Fucking quarter. Wait,
Tails,
where am I?
Tails creamed at Shadow.
Tails creamed at Shadow. It's
Ew. Okay, it's my turn.
yeah.
But first, we should get Amy, because she is Sonic's girlfriend, and she should be there if we are going bring him back from hell.
Shouted Shadow in an idea way.
What?
In an ideal
What the
way.
hell?
Tails and
Should have fallen asleep halfway through. I didn't know we were doing that.
Tails and Shadow held hands and ran out the window. And then Tails flew with them, his flying tails, to Sonic's house, where everyone was. Tails and Shadow got there and slammed the door open like a football team, making a slammer's noise.
Slammer noise.
Then they
You know what a slammer sounds like?
Slam!
Slam! I threw it in the hoop like jam. That's how I beat Shaq.
then they went and found Sonic's mom, who said Amy was in the other room. And Tails and Shadow went to the other room and opened that door too. Amy was inside, watching Rouge refill Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. using her whopping boobs.
What are they, like a lawn, like a lawnmower just
You know we got the
filling.
fucking fast fucking roll.
Rouge was wearing an itty-bitty, teeny baby bra that was so small, like she got it from Gymboree, and her boobs were super big, like a couple of planets that were pretty much breaking the bra apart
Sounds like really
because
biased
they were
and rude.
so big. It is a rumor about the town you can see Rouge's boobs from space.
I got a little squeal from Doc. Like that was the sound of baby Knuckles Jr.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing, Doc. I need the Bob Dylan song, and then at what point did this happen? So I have the timestamp. So because everyone was quiet while you made that sound, so I could totally use it as a sound clip. It sounded like the most like gentle, like little baby squeal I've ever heard.
Rouge, your boobies are out again. What are you doing?
Like a kitten.
Said Tails to Rouge, and then Rouge and Amy looked at him.
Tails! I am feeding Knuckles and Knuckles Juniors from my boobs.
Sounds like Toad.
It is Toad.
Hey, that princess is in another castle.
Now say the most important line in this entire series.
It is natural and healthy to do this.
Do you hear that, fascists?
Oh, okay. Said Rouge.
Human milk is for human babies. Cow milk is for cow babies. Almond milk is for almond babies.
And vitamin D is for me.
No! Okay. Okay.
Hey guys, guess what? I did write this.
Also, let me tell you something real quick before she. All right, well she's here. Guess she's actually right. There is not naturally vitamin D in milk. It's actually people actually put it in.
Yeah, it's infused. No one was never in question.
Oh.
That was never a question, Freddie. Of course it's infused.
It's not real.
Because when me and Naomi had this argument, I told her in higher countries we don't get as much sunlight throughout the year. That's why they do that.
It's not true. It doesn't exist. People should just go outside.
No, but there's no sunlight at some points of the year. Ever been to fucking Alaska, Naomi? It's fucking dark there right now.
Stupid.
I'm actually
There's
from
no
Alaska.
sunlight for months.
Yeah, it's pretty nice though.
You don't get any fucking solar energy at night.
Okay.
We have the northern lights, so.
Said Rouge. Rouge's boobs were so big that it was like Tails and Shadow could not almost fit into the room with her. We were all watching the video of Knuckles and Knuckles Jr., the baby, kissing that Sonic had made of them to inspire his kissing powers, because watching it made Rouge more
He made the babies kiss each other?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
I'm upset now.
Made more boob food.
More boob food.
Oh my god.
They're just vomiting fucking milk in each other's mouths and kissing.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. And I am watching, so I know how to do it one day.
Said Amy, who still looked a little sad because Sonic died, but smiling.
Cool.
Said Tails.
Can I try?
Tails and Shadow went over to Rouge's boobs, but by the time they got over there, this happened.
Oh no! They're empty!
Said Rouge.
Good foreshadowing.
Said Rouge to Tails and Shadow.
This is supposed to be for babies most of the time anyway. Or if you're in love.
Oh man!
Yelled Shadow to the clouds.
Next time.
Maybe next time.
Said Tails,
Tails said
winking at Rouge and her illegally sized boobs.
Anyway.
Illegally! They are illegally sized!
Anyway, we are gonna bring Sonic back to life. Come on.
What? No, not again, you beguilers!
See, I love the fact that this writing has words like beguiler in it.
Beguiler.
Like that's a $5 word there, you know? Like
That's like a word point.
But then read later in the sentence.
And then there's a word like
yeah.
there's a word in there, detention. But I looked at it. It said it was spelled like detention. Detention.
Yeah. So it's interesting to me.
I actually think that
I'm interested. All right.
Oh god.
Amy screamed and almost punched one of them in the face for doing another disrespect to Sonic's dead version.
Oh god, this is you.
Wait, where am I at?
Listen, woman of the night.
Perfect for Ivan.
Baby is a genius.
Listen, woman of the night.
I said my line. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went ahead.
Listen, woman of the night.
Said Shadow in a disrespecting way.
We are for reals this time. Something was messed up, and it was all Krem's. Or maybe even yours if you go back far enough. In a way, everything happened in a world. Let's go.
I don't know.
Said Rouge.
You're an idiot ass last time at the funerella.
I have a feeling that like this person intended Rouge to be like Sofia Vergara. I have a feeling that they just wanted her to be like that. Now I'm thinking of Modern Family. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking about Modern Family.
This is Knuckles Jr.
I've actually got to go.
Oh
No.
Finish this line.
What's the line?
No,
listen to them.
Listen to them. And then she dies.
Oh, nice. No. Listen to them.
Said Knuckles Jr. to Rouge, who was cool, not a nerd.
My uncle. Au revoir.
Alright, go.
Au revoir.
Bye, Naomi.
Bye.
Bonsoir.
God, that baby is a genius. Okay, now what?
Said Shadow.
God, that baby is a...
Said Shadow. Knowing that he was right and that they should go with him.
Holy shit.
Tails was the smartest.
Okay.
Said Amy, and they all put their things into bags and left. Knuckles, who was now a baby, made sure to put his camera with him close. Then they told everyone else in the house who was there from the funeral, which was all part of the important people that you know, and they ran faster than a boulder to high school, where Sonic's funeral was, and where he was put in the ground now, but not covered up yet, because they did not get to start.
Stop interrupting. We're not even
Funeral,
halfway through this.
because the funeral was only a few hours ago, and they did not have to do it right away because it was the safest neighborhood, not like the city, where Sonic's body would get stolen and sold for drugs and motorcycles.
There's that kitten again.
Everyone ran just so fast to the funeral spot at the high school, and when they got there was Sonic's coffin in the hole.
Imagine if a cat had COPD. It's fucking Doc.
Oh. I can barely laugh anymore. Go ahead, Doc.
Here we are at the funeral spot now.
Said Tails to everyone, of course.
We gotta get it out! But how?
Screamed Amy, and started to cry like a girl tea kettle. Tails.
God damn it, Amy!
Said Tails in a mad, serious voice.
Stop acting like a children. Just a singular children.
That was on purpose.
I wish we had a word for that.
Tails thought Amy was being the Kraken of drama just because.
Oh my god.
I love that. I love that so much.
You're being the Kraken of drama.
That is so good.
That's amazing. Oh, okay.
Trump, you're being the. I'm gonna tweet Trump right now. You're being the Kraken of drama.
Yes, and he'll be like, "Excuse me, but I am not a fish."
Listen here, I am Sonic's biggest fan, alright?
Fuck yes!
You're being the right now. Okay. Sent. I'll retweet it if I can find it on my timeline.
God.
So everyone can see, because they won't see me DMing Trump or whatever. Oh, it's up there.
Oh my God.
Okay. Go ahead.
There you go. I'm gonna get like 1 million retweets, even out of context, just because I shit. Welcome to 2017, everyone.
Yep.
Okay, I guess this is Tails.
Oh.
Yep.
What we need to do is figure out, using our brains, how to get Sonic out of this hole.
Tails rubbed his chin with his smart hands and tried to get his genius brain running like the engine of 10 red cars.
Oh my god, can I please use retarded voice?
Yes.
Please use retarded voice.
Oh God, do it.
Okay. Excuse me, let me get through, please.
Said a big retarded voice from the back of the group of people standing around Sonic's hole. Oh my God.
Oh, the lunch lady.
Shouted Tails in a happy way.
Hello, children.
Said the lunch lady, who was also at Sonic's funeral and Sonic's house after the funeral. The lunch lady was very big and tall and went in Sonic's hole.
It's a big the cat reveal.
Yep.
Was very big and tall and went in Sonic's hole and tossed the coffin right out onto the ground next to it.
There you go.
Said the lunch lady with a face full of smiles. She was deaf too.
What?
What the lunch? What the fuck?
I'm going.
He's saying cool to the fact that she's deaf. He's okay with it.
Oh God. Said Tails.
Thanks. Shadow, where are you?
Shadow came in from the backer area where it was dark under a tree because Shadow was the darkest person everyone knew.
Here I am, Tails, and here are my jewels.
Said Shadow as he grabbed his sack.
Get it?
See, the reason they haven't covered the coffin with dirt yet is because it's in the country, in the suburbs. You know, if it was in the city, someone would have stolen the body to sell for drugs and motorcycles. But since it's the suburbs, it's fine. Moses, that's your answer to that question.
Come on,
I thought
dog.
you were reading it still.
No, I didn't.
I'm lost.
Here goes nothing.
This fucking
Yelled
drives me
Tails
I'm having a
like
panic
a
attack
gay
right
little
now. We gotta
boy.
finish this.
Here goes nothing, yelled Tails like a gay little boy. Don't you just hate when people say that?
Yeah.
Shadow grabbed his jewels and made sure all 7 of them were there, and they were there. He was so nervous because if this did not work, they would surely put him under a citizen's arrest for being a public ass. If he did not do this right, he would die. And Tails would too now because he was doing it with him, and they would throw rocks at them.
Using these Ultra Chaos Emeralds.
Said Shadow.
I wish up to the gods to grant my wish that you can bring back Sonic back up to normal, healthy life here. Adios míos.
The bag glowed a whole lot and made a screamy noises, and a big stick of light came down from the sky and hit the bag, and all the Ultra Chaos Emeralds started to go crazy. They were making sounds like frogs and trains and horses and hitting into each other and shooting out lights and being basically the circus. Shadow and Tails were squinty with their eyes like the Chinese doctor who touched Sonic's balls.
Wow!
Screamed Amy.
Rouge.
Oh my god!
Screamed Rouge.
Oh, it's Marge. That's who it is.
Screamed Espio.
Like, super,
We're at Sonic High School, Homer.
Homie!
But Marge, the Ultra Chaos.
You gotta go fast, homie!
But Marge, the Ultra Chaos Emeralds.
Screamed
Keep
Espio.
going. Keep going. This is. I'm dying right now.
Oh, Knuckles is next. What? Screamed Knuckles.
A miracle.
A miracle! Screamed Knuckles Jr. Just then,
That
Cream.
was way too close.
I didn't do my Naomi impression though. Just then, Cream got there from being unconscious at her house and screamed.
No way!
She's the most normal out of everyone.
Whoa!
No, she
Screamed
was like, no
Silver.
way.
Oh wow, very impressive.
Said God. Said Sonic's really Chinese doctor in a less loud way. And then the lunch lady said something too, and so did Sonic's mom and Mrs. Lesson.
It's okay,
Then
guys. It's okay for him to
It's
say that.
almost dead.
It's not racist. It's okay for him to say that because he's Korean and that's basically Chinese.
Who's Korean?
Then everything in the world just became super bright, and no one could see a thing for a moment, and they could not hear. They noticed either because there was a ringing sound in their ears. It was so crazy, like being inside a marshmallow filled with ringing sounds. Then everyone peeked out behind their hands at where they were looking, and all the Ultra Chaos Emeralds were gone. And Sonic's coffin was open, and look, there was Sonic! Sonic was standing on his coffin where he was inside, and he was on top of it smiling and not black anymore, but regular old blue Sonic.
Wow.
Yes, it really happened.
Isaac, he like he just turned back. Like he's so we missed so much real. Wow, guys, buy Sonic Forces, and he fucking shoots himself again.
All right. Ivan.
Hey guys, what did I miss?
Shouted Sonic in his regular old cool voice.
Okay.
Cold way, ready?
The way, the way
Three,
again.
cooled way. 3, 2, 1.
Sonic!
Oh, Sonic! I missed you the most.
Screamed everyone at the same time because they were all there and heard him and together, so it was just natural. They all ran at him and he went down from the coffin and everyone was hugging and it was so beautiful to see.
I heard Eggman was laughing at my funeral. What an ass.
Said Sonic and laughed because he was the most living person ever now.
I'm the most living person.
Wow, Sonic, you are alive.
Said
You
Tails
bet.
to Sonic.
You bet.
Said Sonic and high-fived him, which is already after they hugged because they are best friends. But Sonic hugged everyone else too.
But it was the hand-me-down hugs. Fuck you guys. You didn't try to bring me back to life.
Someone please say Knuckles Jr.'s line. This is a great line.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, you do it.
Wow, Sonic, you really are the fastest,
said Knuckles Jr.
God damn, Naomi's out of a job.
You came back to life in 2 days. You beat the world record for fastest coming back to life because it took Jesus 3 days.
This isn't sacrilegious at all.
You little bitch. God damn, get ripping pepperonis, Jesus. You just got all
Jesus is out of a job.
Yeah. Sonic the new Messiah.
Knuckles Jr. was right. Sonic was the fastest, and now it proved completely.
Oh, Sonic! I miss you! And I forgive you!
Shouted Amy, crying and happy. Amy cried so much. She was such a loser about emotions.
Hit me my fucking ears. I was thinking a lot about when I was dead.
Said Sonic, before typical gay girl Amy cut him off in a rude way.
It doesn't matter! Sonic! I want to become true boyfriend and girlfriend with you now!
Screamed Amy and did holding on Sonic's hands. Sonic looked surprised.
Of course, let's cross the streams now, Amy. Right now?
Said Sonic with a question voice.
Yeah, right now!
Yelled Amy.
Let them watch! This is true love!
Then Amy leaped out of her clothing, except her underwears, like a horse jumping out of a plane, and landed in front of Sonic's body, ready for his grand genitals. And Sonic already had all of his clothes off by the time she started to jump because he is the fastest. Because he is the fastest. He's so energetic.
Yes, Sonic is now played by Norm Macdonald. Hey, Tails, hear about the moth joke?
Shouted Sonic, and he finally revealed his penis. His penis instantly grew to dangerous levels. He swung it around, and everyone had to duck or jump over it. Sonic's penis was just the biggest penis anyone ever saw. It was like he had the World Trade Center sitting on his balls. His balls were super big too, like beanbag chairs full of olives.
Yes, my measurements were correct.
Said Sonic's extra Chinese doctor.
His penis and balls are definitely the biggest available.
Amy was so filled with sex and arousing that her boobs were rock hard.
Holy shit, that's not
how boobs work. She opened up her legs and she was still wearing a panty, but her vagina was really hard too, like a trap door to the love basement.
That is...
Knock on my door, little man! It's ready to open if you say the magic word!
Open, Sonic did not care, and he shot his incredible penis right into her vagina through her girl clothing, and she felt his love immediately. His penis was ice cold, and it was so big that it made it up her body and into her mouth, and she could taste it, and it tasted like money and ice cream.
Yeah, I love you.
Screamed Sonic, ramming his penis in and out of her body like a drain cleaner.
I love you too!
Screamed Amy, trying to make words while Sonic's penis rearranged her internal organs.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Sonic took his penis out and beat her boobies back and forth with it, and she loved it. Sonic's pensy was so strong that it made her roll back and forth. And by now she was so in love that her vagina was shooting whipped cream.
It's the line! Wait for me,
Did you say wait for me?
Yeah, wait for me, damn it!
Shouted Sonic, laughing like a millionaire. Sonic did legendary sex moves to Amy, like picking her up with his penis and doing tricks and brushing her teeth with his penis and letting her walk on it like a tightrope walker, but with his penis. He even put Amy and him into his coffin, and he wiggled his penis back and forth in her vagina, while the coffin like a beef slinky. Sonic's penis was so big and long and wide that you could fit families inside of it. If you think you have seen a bigger penis, you have not, because Sonic was in love now. Fucking God. I'm a paid fucking voice actor.
Yeah, you are.
I make goddamn money. I'm in video games. Amy's vagina was breathing hard and reaching out for Sonic's penis. And soon he put it back into her vagina and decided to do a final systems check before taking off into the semen sphere.
Oh.
Semen sphere!
Houston, we do not have a problem.
Sonic
Major cock.
Sonic grabbed his balls and held them back against his body and ran into Amy with his penis, and his penis immediately flooded her vagina with his fresh and creamy s'mores. He shot so much semen into Amy that it was coming out of her ears. Eventually, he took his penis out and shot more out, but like bullets. He even shot one into the sky, and that night, someone noticed Venus was about 10 feet to the right of where it should have been. This is because Sonic's semen bullet hit it.
Sonic!
Screamed Amy.
Marry me!
Amy kneeled up from on the ground, holding a big ring like the one she wore, and held it in front of her face. Sonic looked at it, smiled, and shoved his show-stopping penis right through the ring and into her mouth. And she yelled a passionate sound, and Sonic said...
Where am I?
You're ruining the flow of our love.
I will marry you.
I will marry you, huh?
Amy drank all of the semen that she could and grew an inch in height from it.
Holy shit!
Then Amy took out the real rings that she had, and Sonic and Amy put them on so they could get married.
You just had sex!
And it felt so good. Scream Tails.
You just became true boyfriend and girlfriend. Congratulations, Sonic and Amy.
Wow.
Said SBO.
And I thought I was a sex professional.
I am seeing true love!
Shouted Rouge. Everyone laughed and cheered as Sonic and Amy finished doing sex and kissed each other's penises and vaginas and balls one more time for good luck. Because if you don't kiss his balls for good luck, you're doing it wrong. Apparently.
When the wedding will have bad luck, they might have a divorce. No, that's the next book.
Right. Then they put their clothes on that Silver had folded and put in piles for them because he was just a really good, nice guy.
Hey!
Hey! Shouted Knuckles. Thanks! I got my story now!
Wow!
Knuckles waved a bunch of pictures of Sonic and Amy having sex and the article that he just wrote attached to it.
Cool. I'm happy I did help you.
Said Sonic, winking, still feeling like super sex Sonic.
Oh.
Yes! That is wonderful!
Said a big voice behind them in an important way.
Hello! I am principal of the high school!
Wow, the president?
Shouted Sonic. Seeing the principal was like seeing a celebrity, because he only came out one day every year.
Yes! Sonic, you are the best!
Said the principal.
Yeah, he is!
Said Amy to the principal.
We just had sex right here! And he is my true boyfriend now!
The principal laughed and smiled.
Let's go bowling!
I'm gonna like you! Let's go have bowling!
Hey, wait just a minute.
Yelled Sonic to the principal.
I may be the best at some things, but everyone here is the best at some things. But Amy is the best. I'm having a fucking aneurysm right now. Amy is the best at being nice and having emotions. Tails is the best at being smart and flying. Shadow, well, he'll go back to Mexico soon. Espio is the best at jumping and getting teenage women. Rogue is the best at seducing and being in love and among. Knuckles is the best at high school. while still being a baby. He was a baby, yes, I knew it. And he was the best at fighting before becoming a baby. Knuckles Jr. is the best at being psychic and being cool while still being a baby. Krem is the best at being happy and kind of smart. Silver is the best at acting and being nice and normal and cool. The lunch lady is the best at making people happy and being strong. The Chinese doctor is the best at medical things and Asian abilities. Sonic's mom is the best at cooking and cleaning. Miss Lesson got divorced. Miss Lesson is the best at teaching and being the nurse. Vector was the best at biting and making people mad and Charmy was the best at dancing and singing, but now they are dead. I am the best at being fast, being moral, relieving others. Can I reread this as Trump, please?
Oh my God, yes.
I may be the best at some things, but everyone here is the best at some things. Amy is the best at being nice and having emotion. Tails is the best at being smart and flying. Shadow's the best at doing crimes and driving and being dark, but also being nice. So he's the best at being two things at the same time, I guess. Espio's the best at jumping and getting... Okay, I'm gonna skip to... Vector was the best at biting and making people mad, and Charmy is the best at dancing and singing, and now they are dead. And I am the best at being fast, being moral, relieving others, and most other things. Everyone?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Yes!
Then everyone else together to save time, patting each other's on the backs and laughing and smiling and cheering because they were all the best in some way.
I guess that is true.
Said the principal.
I really want to thank you you, Sonic. You really have the best morals. Everyone needs to learn from you and what high school is really all about. It is not about drama and being mean and being crazy and being mad or sad or making other people mad and sad. High school is about falling in love and getting married. What the fuck?
The fucking high school is this?
The fucking love guru here.
Thank you, Sonic, for showing everyone this. Also, Knuckles, I am very impressed with your story even though you are just a baby. And you passed this year of high school and do not have to go back to the start and pay thousands of dollars. Who the fuck runs this school? What the fuck?
He does.
The fancy private school.
And this is Kill la Kill High School.
Don't lose your way!
Knuckles cheered and hoorayed like a baby, and the principal shook Sonic's hand and could not help but look at how big Sonic's penis was, even still when it was not out.
Look at the size of that bowling pin.
Hey!
Said Tails to Sonic and everyone.
Today was the last day of school. It is summer now.
Yeah.
Yay! Woo!
Yay, cool! That is great!
Shouted everyone together at the same time.
Good!
Said the principal to everyone and then to Sonic.
Now I can do what I want to do. And that is go fucking kill myself.
No, you have to sing a song.
rename the high school in your
Your hooner.
Homer.
Homer! The whole big group of everyone laughed and smiled and walked away toward the sun, ready to go have summer before they would have to return to the new Sonic High School.
That's why it's called Sonic High School.
Oh man!
Wow, I am so sad, but kind of filled with relief that this is the end of Sonic High School. I got sad at the end, and I wanted to make sure it came out just right. I hope you all enjoyed this story as much as it was, and I did writing the story. If you have any ideas or for another shorter fan fiction, you want me to send it to me in the message, and maybe I can do it in the future. But I need to take a break for now. And if you just want to talk, if you just want to talk, you can send me a message because it will send me an email that you sent me a message, so I will always know where you are. I will always know where you are. Please tell all your friends about this story and spread it on the internet so everyone reads it and becomes even more of a worldwide. Thank you. This is Ivan signing off from.
No, thank you, Dark Doom Fire Master.
He'll always know where we're at.
Yeah.
It's time. Dark Doom. It's not goodbye. It's just see you later. You need rest now.
Holy shit.
My head is on fire.
Oh my god, I'm having a fucking stroke. Since like the middle of the Tales chapter, like I'm fucking exhausted. I felt like I just had so much sex.
Yeah. You did, and it was with me and my tight vagina.
I need to like.
It was your pencil. It was your pencil case full of peanut butter vagina.
Oh, that is right. Forgive the smell. If you wish to apply some jelly, do it yourself.
Enjoy the taste.
and your rock hard boobs and that trap door.
Yeah, you did say they were boulders at one point.
Yeah, they're not moving a muscle.
That's what they feel like. It's time for the prequel now.
Yeah, of Sonic Middle School.
Oh god.
Sonic.
There's actually a sequel.
Oh no, thank you, man.
It's like Sonic World War II or something like that.
What?
No,
a fucking period piece.
That should be for another stream.
Yeah, that'll be for another stream. But
there's a fucking steampunk fucking World War II era Sonic High School.
Like if we're reading any more fanfic, I need to like take a second to grab some water.
Oh, it's gonna take a couple of weeks to recover.
I guess the most important thing that I got from this personally is unlimited boob works.
Unlimited boobs. Here comes my breast in your face. Die.
I am the boob of my breast.
We have a Dragon Ball Z boob off now.
I'm literally walking away.
Like you have the unlimited boobs, I have the rock hard boobs. Let's go, bro.
There is...
That actually makes sense. Holy shit. That's great.
There is one parody.
Oh, you want to read one more? That's right.
Not parody. One fic that I'd like to be read at some point. But do you want to end this stream here, or?
Yeah, this is like 2 hours flat. Like.
Yeah,
Holy
it's
shit.
pretty damn long.
All right. Well, that was fun.
I feel like my soul
sure it
has
was
left my
something.
body, and I'm just a husk of the person I was.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
I think
my whole
everyone-
body's on fire. It was
See?
not ready.
You didn't read the parts that I had to read about, peanut butter vaginas and how many times I had to say
You
penis.
enjoy yourself.
It was great. It was fantastic.
It was
Oh.
amazing. In
She
fact,
wasn't even acting when she was playing Sonic's.
Sonic's mom. That's just how I talk all the time.
Yeah.
This voice right here. This is actually See, this is the actual like affectation. This is how I talk the rest of the time, all the time. You see me in real life, I'll talk to you like this. It's not true. It's absolutely not true.
Nicole, run.
That's not true. At all. All right.
Oh my god. Shit.
Now
I only talk like Gilbert when I get bothered.
All right. Well, I guess we're ending the stream here. Thank
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because
all
we're all
for-
tired. Thanks to everyone who came and was bore witness to this fucking monstrosity.
For everyone who's watching, the links to the people here who are in the call with me, who read everything, is in the description below. Do we want to go through and like
Switch my link with the Gorilla Family.
Oh.
And I just gotta say, man, kudos to Sega. I mean, say what you want. Viral marketing is spot on. Holy shit.
do you guys want to like plug your channels?
No.
No?
I don't want to be.
And after that, no, a little
No.
bit.
Yeah, so
No.
if you want,
It would be in like bad taste. Witnesses are like you just watched the War of the Planet of the Apes and you just stand up and go, "Hey, I have a."
Oh shit. I see the one that Doc wants to do.
That's what I did. Fucking Doc's to go see Thor Ragnarok this weekend. So hey, follow my YouTube channel after.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
That's how you get the.
I'm going on Friday, and what do you think I'm gonna? Why do you think I'm going? It's not to watch that epic masterpiece.
It's that
no.
self promotion worth the $10, man.
Yeah, exactly.
This is ground control to Major Tom. You really made the grade.
Well, we're probably going to be doing more streams like this later, but that's it for now.
Probably going to be doing it.
Oh, please, we have to.
We do. We have to especially read the one that's on screen right now. Eventually,
It's
at
beautiful.
some point.
What is this?
It's beautiful.
Mana Starved by
Oh my god, I do see Shirou. Oh my god, it's a fate night!
It's totally a Fate Night Yaoi. Of course it is.
Shit, Shirou. Oh, I see the thumbnail now. That guy looks like Oreo
between?
from Blooded
It's
Orphans.
Shirou and who?
Archer.
Archer.
So himself, but
Boy,
older.
ex-boy smut is what I just named up fucking my
That
Google
sounds
vision.
pretty hot.
I'm fucking ready. Fiction M.
Guess who has to
Rated
read all
for
that?
everyone.
Guess who has to fucking read all that?
Well, that's
Exactly why I
Yeah.
want it to be read, just to make you uncomfortable.
That's gonna be great.
Major Tom. Only 3 reviews.
I love how the lines actually shit Shirou, hearing the older version of himself gasp his name like that, since Shirou's confidence level was through
Yeah, why
the
don't you
roof.
just read it right now? Jesus.
That's amazing. No, that one line is all I needed.
Oh, except this, thumbed his nipples
God.
harder. I'm glad I read that
Damn.
at least. And-
Okay. This needs to end.
Yep.
Goodbye. Goodbye and good night. And go, like, watch something pleasant to bleach yourself
Go
of
fucking
this.
watch War of the Planet of the Apes or something.
Go watch the Gorilla
Go
Family
watch.
reviews.
Go
watch.
Gorilla Family reviews. They need it. They need to develop some self-esteem, and you can help with that.
Go
If you
watch
want some good fan fiction, just go read my fan fiction. It'll be fine.
and go. Make sure you go.
If you want some mediocre
watch.
fanfic, go watch.
And call your local politician. And just ask them how they're feeling.
If you want some if you want some mediocre
Are they doing?
fanfiction,
Are they doing okay?
And for the hell of it, watch Aladdin again and imagine Iago having sex with Sonic. I mean, it's everything hurts.
Quite literally.
Fucking YouTube's fucking weird.
Alright, bye everyone.
Bye.